80+ agents stormed Sean Combs' home. They used an armored vehicle to make their way through the gates of his Miami mansion out there on Star Island. And once inside, they seized baby oil as well as Astroglide as well as weapons. And so the jury was shown some photographs of some of the items that they seized from his property.
The jury just saw another gun in this trial. It was also from that special agent that you mentioned who was just on the stand. He just wrapped up his testimony, and it was a .45 caliber handgun that he says was found in the guest house of Diddy's Miami Beach property that you see right there in a suitcase.
Could the items found in Diddy's Miami mansion be the smoking gun prosecutors have been waiting for? Today, we are diving deep into the shocking evidence that stunned the courtroom during Diddy's explosive trial. But wait, this one hits different. Imagine waking up to 90 federal agents storming your 20,000 square foot mansion. That's exactly what happened to Diddy in March 2024. Agents weren't knocking. They burst through gates with armored trucks, searching every corner. But listen to this. They weren't just looking for random contraband. They were hunting for evidence linking Diddy to some serious charges involving trafficking and organized crime. One photo shown to the jury captured everyone's attention. A closet unlike anything you'd expect from a celebrity. Amid designer clothes were stacks of cash, high heels, lingerie, baby oil, and personal lubricants. It gets worse, and there's more. Tucked between these items, loaded weapon magazines and parts to convert firearms into fully automatic weapons, serial numbers deliberately scratched off. This wasn't just eccentric, it screamed criminal enterprise.
Stephanie, what they were looking to show are the elements that they are saying speak to the RICO as well as the trafficking charge. We found the guns, we found those with labels scratched off, serial numbers scratched off, so that speaks to the illegality of the guns. We also have seen the drugs. Again, this is something else, illegal substances that were found in the home. We found other things, the baby oils, those are also evidence of the freak-offs that he was allegedly forcing Cassie to participate in. So all of these are elements of the crimes that they're looking to prove.
Federal agents didn't stop there. Hidden inside Balenciaga boots, 3 burner phones were discovered. But listen to this. A bathroom mirror scrawled with bizarre affirmations like, "You're a legend, Puff Daddy." Was it narcissism or a dark psychological game? A Gucci bag found in Diddy's master bedroom wasn't packed for travel. It contained cocaine, ketamine, MDMA, and Xanax. Nearby, a wooden box engraved with Puffy was loaded with magic mushrooms. Before you count him out, listen to this. These findings weren't isolated. They were carefully organized, suggesting intent and planning rather than casual use.
The jury also examined photos of ammunition and what the prosecutors called freak-off supplies, including baby oil, lubricant, and rubber ducks. He also testified that illicit drugs were found in a wooden box on a bathroom counter with a gold Puffy label on it.
Prosecutors introduced a disturbing inventory. 25 bottles of baby oil, 31 bottles of Astroglide, and a peculiar rubber duck. Sources claim these weren't just intimate accessories, but props for orchestrated events prosecutors call freak-offs, allegedly involving coercion and manipulation. It gets crazier. Each item played into the narrative of a meticulously curated secret lifestyle.
Today, we did hear from 4 witnesses, a personal assistant of Sean Combs, Cassie Ventura's mother, also a male escort who took part in those freak-offs, and then the day wrapped up with a special agent from the Human Trafficking Division of the Homeland Security Department who was on the stand. And when his testimony was wrapping up, he actually walked over to the jury, and he was showing them 2 AR-15s that had been disassembled. These were weapons that were seized from Sean Combs' Miami mansion. Also, just as court was wrapping up, he was beginning to open up a bag, but he was stopped. Inside that bag were high-heeled platform shoes. And so at that point, the judge decided that court is going to end for the day.
2 AR-15 rifles were found prominently displayed alongside intimate items in Diddy's closet. Prosecutors argued these weren't just guns. They were symbols of intimidation and control. The reason this is happening? They claim Diddy's wealth and status allowed him to build and sustain a secretive, manipulative empire.
Now, before the special agent, we did hear from a male escort, his name, the Punisher. He testified that he took part in 8 to 12 freak-offs, and he described how the sessions would begin. Him and Cassie, they would massage one another with baby oil, and then other activities would take place between the two of them. And this is when Sean Combs would be in the corner, taking care of himself. He even described how at one point he walked in, and there was this man that was standing there who was naked, and that he was holding some Astroglide, and he had kind of a veil over his mouth covering up most of his face.
Witness testimonies further exposed disturbing allegations. A male escort named the Punisher revealed chilling details about private events involving Cassie Ventura, painting a grim picture of alleged manipulation and control. Before you count him out, listen to this. Former assistants and even Cassie's own mother testified, backing claims of abuse and fear.
This is from one of the ex-assistants, ex-personal assistant of Sean Combs. And he was testifying to a lot of different incidents that he witnessed and saw, and while he was an employee of Sean Combs. So during the cross-examination, the ex-assistant admitted to an altercation with one of Combs' female chefs when James grabbed her 2 wrists. So at this time, after this took place, Combs had told him that he can't be doing that, and that he actually was saying that you need to buy her a gift to make up for your behavior. The jury was also shown some photos that Ventura's mother took of her following a beating. So Regina Ventura, while she was on the stand, very soft-spoken, she was describing the injuries to her daughter, and she also testified that the photos she took to keep as evidence. Cassie's mom said that December 2011 was the first time her daughter told her about Combs exhibiting any physical violence toward her.
Prosecutors are leveraging the RICO Act, usually reserved for mob bosses and organized crime leaders. Why? They argue everything from burner phones, hidden weapons, and secret events form a clear pattern of criminal activity. But wait, this one hits different. These aren't street-level crimes. They're alleging a sophisticated, carefully orchestrated criminal empire. So, what does all this mean for Diddy? Is he the mastermind behind a hidden world of crime, control, and manipulation? Or could there be another side yet unseen? This trial just keeps getting crazier. But what do you think? Is this enough to bring Diddy down? Or will he somehow walk free once again?
About that. Man, you got a problem? Keep that shit macking, man. Really taking over my energy. He want to hurt you. So what did I do to you? Don't do it for this crowd. Don't do it for this crowd. Don't do it for this crowd. Do you know who I am? Bro, for what? Bro, you know who I am? So love, bro. So love, bro. Yo, bro. So love. Come here, give me a hug, though. You lucky, though. You lucky. You know, I'm really about that. I love you. We're together. We're strong together. So tonight, it's gonna be a special night. Everybody's so serious, but we're about to go to Club Club Love. Yes. We can't find us. You understand? You know the Joker don't play that, baby. Would you like to go play?